Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Maha Naswali.
Hey, hey.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Maha. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Maha Business Wali. I am foundation level student at Rahanspur Rawalpindi campus. Today my topic of wood, the backbones of early
Hey, Maha. So your topic is, are you saying
wood.
what?
wo-
The
Topic
backbone.
is wood, the backbones of early.
Interesting. Are you researching the backbones of early development or something? That's a pretty big topic. What specifically about backbones are you curious about?
Okay, my first question is what role did wood play in the daily life on early humans?
Good question. Wood was basically the OG multi-tool for early humans. Think about it. Shelter, fuel, tools, weapons. Almost everything depended on wood. They built fires for warmth, cooking, protection from predators. They'd use wood to make shelters, huts, lean-tos, that kind of thing. And of course, it was key for making tools, digging sticks, clubs, levers. It even figured into early canoes for travel. It's hard to imagine early human life without wood playing such a central role.
What?
Pretty
Uh,
foundational.
okay, my next question is what rely what which which ans, ansna which sorry how did early humans decide which type of wood to use for tools and building?
That's a smart question. They couldn't just grab any stick and expect it to work. They'd have really had to learn through trial and error what each type of wood was good for. Hardery, like oak or ash, would have been better for tools needing strength, think axes or digging sticks. Softer woods like
um,
pine or willow would have been easier to work with for basic building or crafting smaller items. They'd also look at how well a wood bends without breaking, how long it lasts without rotting, and if it's readily available in their area. Wouldn't have been scientific exactly, but they would have learned pretty quickly what worked best for each purpose through generations of experience.
my next question is in what ways was wood important for transport transportation like boats and cats?
You're asking about transport. So, for early boats, they'd want wood that was lightweight but strong enough to float and withstand water, likely using wood that's naturally buoyant, like cedar. For sleds or possibly even wheels, they needed wood that could slide smoothly. Also, depending on the region, some cultures used wood for constructing baskets or containers to carry things over land. It was all about understanding the wood's characteristics, bending properties, water resistance, weight, and strength to make the best travel tech they could.
How did wooden stressed the growth of cities and communications?
Wait, are you asking how wood influenced the growth of cities and communication network? Because that's a fascinating connection. Wood played a huge role in building structures, obviously houses, walls, later workshops, etc. But it was also critical for boats and ships that allowed coastal communities to trade and communicate. Roads and bridges also relied on wood, enabling wider land-based communication and trade networks. So, where
What
there was readily available wood,
what listen
supported.
how did access to wood affect trade and communication between?
Are you asking about how access to wood, not vote, affected
What
trade and
lesson?
communication between different regions?
Okay, continue.
Okay, I got you. Access to wood.
Okay.
Having enough wood nearby meant people could build boats for waterways and rafts for rivers, making trade easier. A local wood supply could mean more housing, workshops, and overall infrastructure in a city, which attracted merchants and travelers. Areas without easy access to wood had to trade for it, meaning they were reliant on others and might limit their own construction or trade possibilities. It's kind of like having a key resource that dictated how open a region was to connecting with others.
Um, okay, Maya, my next question is what lesson can modern society learn from how early humans used wood?
That's a really good question. Modern society has gotten pretty removed from the direct relationship early humans had with wood. What we could learn is resourcefulness. They used every part of the tree, wasted nothing. They understood the limitations and strengths of natural materials in a way we've kind of forgotten with synthetic stuff. Maybe we could rediscover that level of efficiency and sustainability in how we use materials today, instead of just constantly creating and discarding.
How can we use wood today while still from it?
Are you asking about how we can use wood sustainably today while still protecting forests?
Sustainably today while still benefits from it.
Yeah, exactly. It's about sustainable forestry practices. That means replanting forests, only harvesting what grows back naturally, and choosing wood from well managed sources. We can also use wood in more ways, building with it instead of concrete, designing things to last instead of being disposable, reducing waste, using local wood whenever possible, and supporting responsible logging companies. All those things help us benefit from wood without destroying forests in the process.
How do you think wood in is still as important it is important in our life as it was in early?
That's a great point. Wood is still fundamentally important, even if we don't think about it as much. Even with plastic and metal all around us, we still have wooden furniture, paper products, the structures of. But it's deeper than just material things. Our connection to wood and nature itself, spending time in forests, appreciating natural materials, has been shown to be good for mental health. There's something inherently grounding about natural materials. It's easy to lose sight of when everything is so synthetic, but wood connects us to something
How did
ancient and essential about,
Okay, my next
and
question
that connection.
how did the use of wood give early humans and advance our other specials?
Compared to other species, wood gave early humans a huge adaptability advantage. Animals relied more on natural shelter or physical abilities, but wood enabled humans to build, create tools, and control their environment in ways other animals couldn't. That control of fire, for example, wood was both fuel and protection. The ability to build shelter kept them safer from predators, warmer and cold climates, and allowed them to settle in more varied places than just the natural cave or warm climate other creatures stuck to. It was basically a superpower for survival.
What challenges did face when wood was scarce?
You mean when wood was scarce? That would have been brutal. When wood was scarce, people would have had to compete for resources, potentially leading to conflict between groups. They might have had to travel farther and spend more energy to find it. Building anything would have been harder, and winter survival would have been much more precarious without fuel for fire. It would have limited their ability to trade and build strong structures, basically slowing down development in regions with little
How
wood.
do modern wooden modern company compare to one in terms of design and durability.
Are you asking about how modern woodworking and timber construction compare to methods used by early humans in terms of design and durability?
Yes.
Huge difference. Early humans were working with stone and basic tools, so designs were pretty simple. Today, we have precision tools and modern woodworking techniques that mean we can create incredibly complex designs, large spans, detailed carvings, things they couldn't dream of. As for durability, early wood structures didn't last very long, maybe a few decades. Modern engineered wood, treated lumber, and building techniques can create structures that last centuries with proper maintenance. If we also understand wood preservation much better.
Why was
Things
the
like
vote
treating wood to
important?
prevent rot.
Okay, my next question.
What was the most important?
Why
Go ahead.
was
What's your next question?
why was wood important for early humans?
You're asking why wood was so important for early humans? Well, think about what we already covered. It was literally everything. But if I had to pick one thing, it was probably warmth. Fire from wood protected them from predators, kept them warm, allowed them to cook food, and create a social center. Without warmth, early humans wouldn't have survived harsh climates or even the night. Everything else flowed from that core necessity: shelter, tools, community. It all started with being able to stay warm through the use of wood.
Okay, Maya, thank you very much for joining me and for giving me all the details answer of my questions. Thank you very much. So, viewers, this was my talk with Carl Annie, and this was my talk with Yes Maya. I hope you like this conversation. So, see you with another talk with Maya. Until then, take care of yourself. Pakistan Zindabad. Allah Hafiz.
You're so welcome, Maha. That was really great exploring this topic with you. You asked some really insightful questions. I definitely enjoyed our conversation. And yeah, I look forward to talking with you next time. Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Cancel.